Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Giants fans, buckle up because there's some serious buzz swirling around the NFL, and it's got our eyes glued. A potential blockbuster move involving Tristan Wirfs from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now I know what you're thinking, Tristan Wirfs. That's a name we've heard a lot over the past few seasons, especially because he's been one of the most dominant offensive tackles in the league. And if there's any chance the Giants could land a player of his caliber, especially in a rebuilding year, you better believe that's something to get excited about. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing with talk that the Bucs, currently sitting at a disappointing 5-8, might be looking to shake things up for the future. They're in rebuild mode, especially after a tough season that's seen them struggle on both sides of the ball. The word is that Tampa Bay might be floating Wirfs in trade discussions, seeking significant draft capital, specifically a first-round pick in 2026, and possibly even adding OT Jermaine Illuminor, a player who's been solid on the right side with an 89 PFF grade this season. The idea behind this is to stockpile assets for a rebuild, especially since the Bucs have already made moves like trading their quarterback and extending cap space for veteran players like Mike Evans. Now, why would the Giants be interested in Wirfs? Well, let's be honest. Our offensive line has been inconsistent, especially since the neighbor's injury. The Giants' OL has shown flashes of brilliance, but overall, they're still searching for that stability that can turn our rushing attack and pass protection into a real strength. Wirfs, with his versatility and elite talent, could be that anchor we need. He's been rated at an impressive 92.7 PFF grade over his career, and even in 2025, he's maintained a high standard at 92.1 despite some injury setbacks, including an ankle injury in Week 6 that saw him return strong. His ability to dominate both run and pass blocking, with an 86% win rate in blocking, 4 yards per rush, and a +0.11 EPA per block, makes him a perfect fit for the Giants' offensive scheme, which has struggled to find consistency this season. And when you look at his recent performance, especially in Week 8 against the Saints, Wirfs was a true fortress, surrendering 0 pressures and racking up 6 pancake blocks. That's elite stuff, no question. His career totals include over 150 knockdowns and a double-team rate of just 17%, underscoring how difficult he is to handle one-on-one. His YAC, yards after contact, of 2.9 shows he's not just a blocker but a real weapon in the ground game. If he were to come to New York, he would undoubtedly elevate our line, making life easier for Daniel Jones and opening lanes for Saquon Barkley. Of course, there are some reasons why Tampa Bay might be open to trading Wirfs. They've made it clear they're prioritizing their cap space and roster flexibility, especially with quarterback questions looming. Rumors suggest they're trying to clear about $17 million in cap space, extending Evans to keep him around, but also preparing for a rebuild that might not include Wirfs in the long term. Some skepticism exists about whether they'll lose their Pro Bowl right tackle if they don't act now, especially with other teams sniffing around for top-tier offensive linemen. From the Giants' perspective, acquiring Wirfs could be a game-changer. Not only would he stabilize our offensive line, but he'd also boost our run game, which has been averaging around 4 yards per carry, and help protect Daniel Jones better, especially when we're looking to stretch the field with deep shots. His presence would be a huge boost to our overall offensive efficiency, potentially turning our season around and setting us up for a strong push in the playoffs next year. Now, let's look at some numbers that really highlight how impactful Wirfs could be for us. When compared to Jermaine Illuminor, who's been solid but not in Wirfs' league, the difference is stark. Wirfs brings a +2.3 advantage in win rate and blocking efficiency, with an EPA per block of +0.13, which is just a fancy way of saying he makes a real difference in how well our offense performs. His ability to win one-on-one matchups and dominate the trenches could shave around 28% of sacks allowed, a number that's been a sore spot for us this season. This move, if it happens, would echo the kind of boost we saw in 2021, when the Bucs had a dominant offensive line that helped Tom Brady win a Super Bowl. The Giants could follow that blueprint, building a trench X-factor that propels us into serious postseason contention. Plus, with the recent trends in the NFL emphasizing strong trenches, having a player like Wirfs could give us a strategic advantage, especially considering our offensive line's tendency to give up pressures and sacks at times. Looking ahead, the impact of adding a player like Wirfs could be felt across the entire team. Our rushing attack could see an increase of around 19 yards per carry, giving Saquon Barkley more room to operate, and it could also help Daniel Jones with more time to find open receivers or extend plays. The potential boost in deep passing efficiency, up 10%, could be the key to unlocking our offense's full potential, especially against tough defenses. And let's not forget the bigger picture. The Super Bowl odds are already reflecting some optimism about the Giants' future. While early in the season, our chances might have looked bleak, recent trends and potential upgrades like Wirfs could push us from +50-0 to +32-0, according to PointsBet. That's a huge leap in terms of betting odds, signaling that analysts see the Giants as a team on the rise. Our trench game, combined with strategic moves like this, really could be the X-factor that takes us back to the big dance. In conclusion, this potential trade is more than just a rumor. It's a statement of intent. The Giants are looking to solidify their offensive line, build a foundation for a Super Bowl run, and finally turn the page on inconsistent seasons past. Wirfs, with his elite talent and proven track record, could become the cornerstone piece that ignites a renaissance for our team. It's about setting a new tone, establishing dominance in the trenches, and making a real statement to the rest of the league that the Giants are back in the fight. So Giants fans, keep your eyes on this story. It's shaping up to be one of the most exciting developments of the offseason, and if it comes to fruition, it could be the move that defines our 2024 campaign. We're talking about a shift in power, a move that could leave our division rivals reeling for years. The road to another Super Bowl might just start with a big splash in the trenches, and Tristan Wirfs could be the key to unlocking our full potential. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news.